Good morning, everyone. How are you today? I hope you are well and good right now. I am Nikki Vanessa Shitting, your teacher for Reading and Writing Skills, 4th quarter, 6th week. Today, we will be discussing about composing academic writing workbook review. Have you experienced frowning and arguing over reading materials as if it will respond and defend itself from your judgment? I'm pretty sure you'd like to know and understand what you were doing in instances like that. A book review describes and evaluates a work of fiction or non-fiction and offers the book overall purpose, structure, style, and narration to the unknown readers. It tells not only what a book is about, but also how successful it is as what it is trying to do. It is safe for peek at a book, not a summary. As a reviewer, you bring together the two strands of accurate, analytical reading and strong personal response when you indicate what the book is about and what it meant to readers. Hence, in writing a book review, you combine your skills of describing the content of the page, analyzing how the book achieved its purpose, and expressing your most personal comments, reactions, and suggestions. But before you start writing a book review, you have to read the book first and ask yourself these questions. What are the author's viewpoint and purpose? What are the author's main points? What kind of evidence does the author use to prove his or her points? How does this book relate to the other books on the same topic? Does the author have the necessary expertise to write the book? What are the most appropriate criteria by which to judge the book? And how successfully do you think the author was in carrying out the overall purpose of the book? How do you start writing a book review? Number 1. Identify the book by author title and sometimes publishing information. Number 2. Identify the type of book, for example, fiction, non-fiction, biography, and autobiography. Help your readers to review with perspective. Number 3. Mention the book's theme. Number 4. Include background, if necessary, to enable readers to place the book in the specific context. Number 5. You may also use an interesting quote, an interesting fact, or an explanation of a concept or a term. How do you conclude? Number 1. Relate your argument to other books or authors. Number 2. Relate the books to larger issues. Number 3. Tie together issues raised in the review. Number 4. Briefly restate your main points and your thesis statement. Number 5. Indicate how well the book has achieved its goal, what possibilities are suggested by the book, what the book has left out, how the book compares to others on the subject, what specific points are not convincing, and what personal experience you've done related to the subject. How do you revise the draft? Number 1. Allow time to elapse at least a day before starting your revision. Number 2. correct grammatical mistake and punctuation as you find them. Number 3. Read your paper through again, looking for unity, organization, and logical development. Number 4. If necessary, do not hesitate to make major revision in your draft. Number 5. Verify quotation for accuracy and check the format and content of reference. Literature review. Literature review is one of the components of the research process. Aside from that, as a student researcher, you should have the ability to determine what you should read and include in your study. A literature review is a type of academic essay that examines what has already been written about the topic. A collection of published research about your topic by recognized scholars and researchers. It is a way for you to examine also what has already been done and required to your research questions or problem. Literature review consists of the following components and its purpose. Number 1. Introduction. Defines the topic and the scope being considered. Number 2. Notes intentional exclusion. Number 3. State the general findings of the review and the availability of the resources. Main body. Organize the evaluation of the source whether chronologically or thematically. Showcase the critical summary and evaluation of the research premise, methodology, and conclusions. Use grammatical connectors, rationals, words or phrases, and transitional device. And then for the conclusions, summarize the key findings of the review, offers the review justification for the conducted research, and then references reflects the in-text citation, contains complete and correct citations. Okay, that's all. Any questions, clarifications, additions? So if you don't have any questions, please proceed or open your learning pad to answer your activity at www.gaitf.com or contact me at 0926-2974685. Thank you and God bless.